you can stay and party with us. Let's take a shot of Patron, and let me know when you get enough. You know the rhythm is on, and everybody's feeling the buzz. You ain't gotta go home, 'cause you can stay and party with us. Yeah, you can stay and party with us. Yeah, you can stay and party with us. Yeah, you can stay and party with us.
Hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Brunch with Black Tea. Thank you so much for joining us today at the table. I hope you guys enjoyed last week's. The last show. It was a rerun show that we did before in one of our previous seasons. Yeah, seasons. Sorry.
Say it right. Seasons. What is it? Ask whatever you want to do.
Kind of wanted to bring something to the table so you would know that this show was going to come to you guys with some real good topic. Today we're going to talk about Black women in business. I know it's kind of like a all the time topic, but we really want to pinpoint on a specific thing when we get into it, and then that will give you guys a little bit of segue into what's going on. But before we do that, you guys know, hello, I gotta bring this up. So every time you do something for brunch or lunch or whatever you want to call it, we always thinking of main dishes. But what about side dishes or appetizers? Side dishes and appetizers are always a good conversation piece. And so I know I'm probably not the only one that has done this, but I haven't seen it yet again. But I know there's people out there who do it, but I decided to do something different. So I went on ahead and made some deviled eggs. But those are chicken salad deviled eggs. Woo. With turkey bacon on top. Topped off with a little bit of smoked paprika and onion. Smoked paprika. Sorry, oh my God, y'all know I get tongue tied. Smoked paprika and grilled onion. So basically, it's dehydrated grilled onion with the smoked paprika. This is a season that you can actually get from McCormick, and it is delicious on everything. Oh my God, it's so good. But anywho. But that is chicken salad deviled eggs. It kind of just, gives a little something extra to your deviled eggs. They're not plain. They're not, and you can do it without the bacon. You can do it with regular pork bacon. You can do it, whatever you want. But it just adds a little bit of something, to your day. I don't know. It's just something different.
So whatever, a little side, because you can take that on the road.
Yeah,
and it's like some finger food. You don't need no utensils to really eat with that thing. You know what I mean? Just pick that thing up and hit it. Ooh, let me hit my make sure that I'm on focus so people won't disturb. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, it's a quick bite. I love that you put the chicken in there. You use the yolk and mix the chicken and the yolk together.
Yeah, so you only use half the amount of yolk. So once you take, you dump all the yolk out. But I only use half the amount of the yolk because if you use all of it, it makes it too thick and too you don't want to add too much mayo to it.
That's what it looked like. It looked like it didn't look like egg salad. It didn't look like, of course, it didn't look like just your traditional what is it, deviled egg. So right. I kind of seen a peak of yellow. So I was like, okay, I see a little peak of yellow, a little peak of it. And then you said use the
let me do you see that there?
Yeah, and it looks whipped too still.
Yeah, so it has a little bit of yellow onion in it. It has a little bit of toasted onion on top, and not yellow onion, I'm sorry, yellow bell pepper. A little bit of yellow pepper, red bell pepper.
That's probably what I saw the yellow in.
A little bit of the toasted onion on top with the paprika, and like I said, that toasted onion mixture with from McCormick's, honey. Girl, I'm telling you.
Sitting here, you saying that, will probably be even better than that. Not even because I'm cool on the chicken salad and all that, but even if you put tuna,
yeah, you can do tuna. Now that's crazy.
I love tuna and eggs.
I can't eat the tuna. I can't eat the fish in the mayo. I don't know, psychologically. I guess really? I was tortured when I was growing up because my
Thanks, Mom. You're in the building. Thank you, Mommy, for doing that to her.
Man, I mean, and then they put the cheese on it, put it in the microwave, talking about it's a tuna melt. I used to be like, wait a minute. What is
Tuna
going
melts
on?
are so. Now you know what? When I was younger, I never ate a tuna melt. I only ate a tuna melt after I had McKinley. So I was in my late 30s when I first had my first tuna melt. I was like, "This is what I've been missing."
Girl,
Good.
I'm telling you, honey. Well, a lot of people love it. A lot of people like it. If you probably didn't tell me it was tuna and I bit into it, I might like it. But the fact that it has tuna and mayo and the cheese, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I haven't got with it yet, so I just did take. But you definitely can do tuna salad, honey. I'm quite sure that would be delicious,
I
and
think that would be
love it.
delicious.
I'm
'Cause
quite sure it would be. Yeah,
oh,
I
that's
just,
a great creation. A great creation. I love that. Is that the only
you
one you
know,
got for us?
I'm gonna have to go in here. I'm gonna have to go in here and try me some because everybody keep telling me you need to get into it. But real quick, California, well, CC, honey, baby, let me go shorten that up. We're gonna say hi to our wonderful people that are jumping on and joining us today. Good afternoon, Miss Nola.
Hey,
How you doing,
Lola.
Mommy Karen?
It's me,
Hey
Mama Karen.
kids.
Never
Hey.
Karen.
Right.
We
And
got
Miss Barb,
Bikini.
how you doing, Miss Barb? Thank you guys so much for jumping in with us early
Hey,
today
Barb.
and right now. We appreciate it. And for everyone else that's going to be catching us later, we appreciate you all too for joining us at the table every first and third Sunday. We love it. What happened?
Oh, we didn't say we were missing our third member. We are so
Oh,
sorry to tell.
I'm about to roll
All
into that
right.
right
I'm
now.
like, wait a
So
minute. We didn't got.
today we are missing Miss Candy. She is celebrating for her wonderful father today. So we are going to, roll through this without her, but we know she is here with us in spirit as always. But of course, it's important for us to, celebrate our parents and let them know, we still see you, we love you, and appreciate you.
Mhm.
So that is
Yes.
what she is doing today for her wonderful dad,
Yes.
celebrating for him. And I
Yes.
just celebrated my mom on Wednesday. Her birthday was on the was that Wednesday the first? Yeah. I don't even remember the
Happy
date. But
birthday,
yeah, so I just celebrated for
mommy.
my mother. So it's always important for us to do that. But I hope you guys like the honey. I'm telling you, try them eggs. Make you some there'll be some chicken salad or some tuna salad. Pop that in there and go get that McCormick's onion and smoked paprika. Oh my God, you guys, you gonna thank me. You gonna come on here just to thank me for introducing you to that if you don't already know about it.
Okay.
But I'm a seasoning
I
person.
don't.
I'll be trying all kind of stuff for no reason, and then it end up being something really good. My husband always be like, "What is this?" Oh my God! Oh, that was really good. I know. I'm one of those kind of people that be trying to taste stuff as I read it. I'll be like, "Ooh, that just sounds like it's gonna be," and then I just get it. And if it's
Mhm.
bad, it's bad. I'll be like, "Oh, my bad." But if it's good, you know what I'm saying? And you come
Well,
up with
you
something
won't know if it's bad. I
delicious.
mean, you won't know it's good sometimes unless you try it. And if it's bad, then
Right.
you just know it's bad now. Okay.
That's what I'm telling you,
On
and I
to the
won't get it
next.
again. I'll be trying to give it away out the pantry. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
anywho, guys, you know what? So the topic today came to us, honey. This young lady is blowing up everybody's Instagram of Facebook, YouTube, whatever the case you want to be, and have been for a long time. And we learned a lot watching her show. So we're going to get a little bit into the interview from Club Shay Shay with Amanda Sales. I don't know much about Amanda Sales, but I do know a little bit from what I have seen, and I know that she is very, 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 and she's even said that on the Shannon Sharp show. She's very pretty much pro-black. She is, I'm
She
here for
her,
the
her
black.
her master's, I think, is in Black Studies. If I'm
Yes,
not if I'm
it
not
is.
mistaken.
It is. Yes, she did get her master's degree in Black Studies. She actually stated that she fought for her own degree program. She can. They say if you get it signed off, she was saying that you can actually do your own separate personal degree, private degree, whatever. But she did that. In Black American Black history, hip hop. So
Mhm.
it's a Black American history and hip hop combined.
Oh
So that's
yeah.
pretty interesting. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. And she was basically saying that's what kind of segued her into doing her hip hop show, because she says she is a lover of hip hop. That's who she is. So and that's what she said. That's a quote from her. Everything else I'm going to definitely say allegedly or not known, because I'm not really sure, but from hearsay what other people are saying. But the one thing I did want to start off talking about is she talks a lot about the fact that people say she's hard to work with,
Mhm.
and nobody understands her, and all of that stuff. And I don't know. I mean, I'm listening to the conversation, and even when Shannon tried to jump in and say, okay, well, that's pretty much your opinion about things, or just like that. She seemed to be combative, but then she told him that he was combative. So I don't know. Maybe again, I can be reading into it wrong, but I don't dislike Amanda. She has really good things to say. She has really good points.
And she's intelligent.
That she does touch on. I just think that because they're so personal to her, maybe that's probably why people say that she's hard to work with. I don't know. What do you think about that, Cece?
What I think, I agree. She's very intelligent. I do feel like she's always under attack. I don't know for what reason. I don't. The more she talked to Shannon, I can kind of see where she can rub people the wrong way. But
Mm-hmm.
then on the flip side of that, people can be rubbing her the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be a defense mechanism that she's doing, that we're just not aware of it, or because we're depending on who she's talking to, might flip the way we feel about it.
Right.
If she's talking to somebody we don't like, and she get that ass, then that's what it's gonna be, and we're gonna be like, yeah, you better tell them. But if it's somebody we like and we don't agree with her, doesn't mean she's wrong. It's just we don't agree with her, and we might take it more offense to it.
Right.
But
Well, go ahead.
no, but for me, I'm a fan. I'm with you. I've been a fan of hers for a while. Of course, I watched this show Insecure. I've known her from when she was either on I think it was on MTV.
Yeah,
she was. Yeah, it was okay. So because I was like
MTV.
Yeah. Right. So I remember her then, but when I saw her then and then brought it back to Insecure, I couldn't put them together. So it took me a little minute, but I like her views. I like her views. I think she's a very intelligent woman. I think she's, like your title says, she's a misunderstood woman.
Yeah, and I think that that's one thing that a lot of people, in my opinion, that's one thing that a lot of people tend to overlook, is that a lot of these people are misunderstood, and the reason why, in my opinion, is because nobody really wants to take the time to understand that person's point of view or where that person's coming from. I don't know if that's necessarily in her case what it is, because she sounds like she feels like she's under attack at all times. I have yet during this that interview with Shannon Sharp, I have yet to hear her really say where she had too many people, except for a couple of people, that really was on her side in defense wise. It's almost like she was looking for that person to be there to protect her, because she is under attack. Even when she was with the group Floetry, and then other little things, she points out, now these are pretty much topics of, it's her side of the story. And I'm not saying, you can't say that her side of the story is not, I'm saying, legit, because that's how she felt. If that's how she felt, then we have to acknowledge it, respect, and accept how she felt. But the one thing I don't think that she's willing to accept someone's reasons of why. Because like even Shannon said, well, do you think that maybe, when she was in school and she felt like she was being, targeted for racism, do you think that maybe this person, okay, let me go ahead and just give an example. When she talked about the teacher who said that Amanda's always, pretty much blasting me in class, and they called a conference with her mom and with the teacher, and the teacher was like, well, no, her work is good, her grades are good, she just tends to want to talk, over talk me in class, and I think that's disrespectful. And she was saying that she felt like it was, it was because of racism, almost, like she's a black girl with these white kids and this white teacher, so shut up, little girl, what I'm saying, pretty much. But I think that maybe, and Shannon was like, well, maybe do you think that it comes back from back in the day when the parents would say the kids are supposed to be seen and not heard, or things like that? And she was like, no. She got really irritated when he told her that might not be the situation. She got really irritated and was like, okay, and she shut down. Okay, and I'm saying to myself, like, she should be able to accept his feedback on what he's hearing and how he is, portraying what she's saying, but she didn't. And when he said, I think that you're upset because I'm not agreeing with what you said, And so you don't like that. She said, no, you're not agreeing with the truth. Well, I'm not there to see the truth. I wasn't sitting in that classroom. I wasn't in that meeting. So I don't know the truth. The truth is the truth that I'm getting is from your mouth. Mm-hmm. And from your mouth to what you're telling me, this is what I am.
This is how I'm commuting. Right. I'm computing it this way.
Right. But she's like, but you're, she pretty much was like, well, you're being combative. He was like, I'm not being combative. I'm just telling you, this is my point of view based on what you're saying. And this is yours. So if she's out there, she's in the, she's out there, she's working, regardless of what industry that you're in. She's out there, she's working, she's, connecting with all these people. She's giving her opinion. She's voicing her, this and that. And this is what I feel. This is what I feel. But as soon as the other person voices theirs, then it's no. That's not right. But you can't be like that, especially if you want someone to hear you, listen to you, and kind of like, oh, okay, I see your point of view. You know what I'm saying? You have to be open to seeing theirs. It sounds like she's not really open to that. I don't know. What do you think?
I think that might play into why she thinks she's on the spectrum, because the intelligence that she has, how smart she is, she's very aware of what she's doing. Now, can she control it is a problem, right? Because like, that's why I think she's going back, and her saying she self-diagnosed herself, or let's even go here. She went back and looked at the symptoms that are part of the spectrum, and she says, oh, this is what I have. Oh, that I do that. Oh, I will throw a tantrum. Oh, I want it my way. Nobody else can tell me any different. Those things seem to play off of that for me. Listening to her and watching and knowing now, when she finally said that, that she was on the spectrum, and everybody's like, wait, what? And to be honest, people that are on the spectrum does not mean they're not intelligent. They just have a special gift. They learn different. It's like she kept saying, it's neurological. Mm-hmm. So it could be an imbalance in her brain when she hears somebody tell her something different. It might not ring the same as if when I tell you, Miko, I wish you would have wore your hair the other way. Well, I want my hair this way. Okay, but I think it would have been cuter the other way, especially because your hairline goes this way. And you, if you was on the spectrum, might not hear it that way. You might hear like, I don't like it. It'll sound totally different in your head.
Right.
So for me, watching her, I feel like that's what's kind of a conflict in her head now.
It could be. Now I've had employees that were on the spectrum. I've literally worked one-on-one with two different employees that were on the spectrum. Now they weren't women, and we are talking about women, but they weren't women, but they were on the spectrum. And they let me know. As soon as I became their boss, they let me know. And you can see it. I forgot one of the autisms that one had Asperger's. I know she said Asperger's is no longer a thing, but he came to me and told me that he was diagnosed with Asperger's. And you can tell by how he is. So I went and did some research. He even had his person that would come and sit outside of the restaurant in case he had any type of episodes and needed someone to help him to control it. She would come in and check on him. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? It would drive him crazy. But because he felt like I'm an adult, I should be able to handle it. But it actually was, helpful for me because it gave me the opportunity to learn how to handle. I never handled or worked with no one who was on the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I think that like, sometimes with me, my opinion, I think some people use that as a crutch. Because these two young men, honey, did not want to be treated any different. When they got in there and did their work, honey, the one thing that I know that, you do have to do is you still have to let them know when they're stepping out of line, when they're going too far. For example, I had one, I would be talking to a guest that will come in and he'll hear the conversation. And because he knows the answer, he'll jump in and just take over. And I'll be like, and sometimes it's incorrect. And I'll be like, hold on, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? And instead of correcting him in front of them, I just let him finish what he has to say. And then after the fact, I'll say, okay, I'll take it from here. And then afterwards, I'll speak with him and let him know, hey, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're on this, and he doesn't use, I'm on the spectrum. So this, or I'm autism. He never did that. He just said, I need to work on this. I know I need to work on that. Now she would say, oh, I need to work on this. I need to work on that. But then turn around and say, but people are still, they don't know, they don't understand me. They just think I'm difficult to work with. Well, if you feel like you're on the spectrum and you know how the people with autism, different type of autism work, whatever autism she diagnosed herself with, research it enough to know that there are certain things that you do that can rub somebody the wrong way, and they have the right to say that's not right. You know what I'm saying? They have the right to say, I didn't like how you made me feel. They have the right to say that. But just because you feel like you're on the spectrum don't mean that you're supposed to, the other person is supposed to take all of the abuse from you, or, you know, whatever it is, and not give anything back. Now, she could be offending people and not know that she is. And if the person tells her, she has to accept it. But it sounds like to me where she feels like, because I'm so smart and I'm so intelligent, this is what it is. Because she pretty literally said that on the Shannon Sharp show. Like, I'm super intelligent. She said, I'm super intelligent. She said, I'm super intelligent. I'm very smart. She was like, and when I say things because I know. Okay, well, what about everybody? A lot of people, there's going to be, in some situations, there's going to be different truths. You're going to look up something, Melinda, you're going to read it, and you're going to have your opinion about it. What you got from it. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to read it. I'm going to have what I get from it. We're going to come together. We're going to talk to each other about what we read and what we got from it. I can't tell you, no, that's not what it said. That's not what it said. It's California Cutie. That's not what it said. You're going to be like, but that's what I read. But that's not right. We read the same thing. We just interpreted it differently.
Right.
Because if I was meant to read things the same way you did, then
we'd be sharing the brain.
Hello?
We be sharing the brain.
What we talking about? We're not talking about that. We don't have nothing to discuss, nothing to talk about, because we both got the same thought process. And that's where conversation, communication, conversation, understanding, respect,
and new ideas come from.
New ideas, all of that stuff. All of that stuff. I just, I don't understand where people don't know that if you don't let somebody else give their input on something, and you might not agree with it, but you take it in and say, okay, I maybe I can see how you said, or I don't quite agree, but then you are going to be a boring person if everybody disagrees with you. And only with you. You're the only one doing the talking.
Maybe that's what's going on with her. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe that's the thing. And that's why it's rubbing everybody the wrong way, because she's like, everybody else, you guys are the ones with the problem, not me.
That's what she's saying. That's what she's saying. I thought I was the only one that got that.
She's like, y'all the ones with the problem. Anybody that don't agree with me or don't see what I'm saying and take it for what it is, because I was there, then okay. And she did shut down. She shut down. And that's why I said certain things that does remind me of someone. And I've been around, my grandbaby is on the spectrum. So not only I'm raising somebody, she does live in another state, but not only that, but my cousin, my first cousin Shannon has a son. He's not, my cousin is no longer with us, but his son is here. And my cousin is 33, I believe, and he's on the spectrum. And to watch him from when he was younger and to see what he had become, I've been out of touch with him for a while now, but when he was becoming a young adult, it was just kind of like, whoa, because to see how he wasn't verbal, little drips of water would just drive him nuts, like nuts. We didn't know what it was, but he would just, anything. So he was more on the higher end, but I'm saying it to say from 30 years ago to right now is different. And so,
they function like, I don't
back then they didn't have a lot, but they didn't have a lot on it.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I think that, we do have to learn, understand, and be very mindful of a person's, I don't even want to call it a handicap or a disability, because I don't look at it that way, but it is put out there in that way. So I'll say that a handicap or a disability, you do have to, know it, understand it, and have some type of sense of, empathy for it, whatever the case is. But I don't think that all people want to be treated in that way. They don't want to be treated as if they're different.
Right.
They don't want that. Like that, this young man, you know, that I worked with, one of them, he sat in my office and just broke down crying because he felt like people treated him bad or treated him in some way because of, you know, his disability. And he was like, I don't want to be treated differently. I want to just be treated like everybody else. And so I'm like that. Well, that's how we gonna treat you, you know. So to train the team to know that that's how we needed to do is something that was my job. And so, you know, I'm like, hey guys, you know, we gotta. Hey, come on now. You know, he wants to be treated the same. Let's treat him the same, and he thrived. He thrived. I never, you know, he walking around kicking his legs up. He never smiled, you know, but he was all happy and giddy. But it wasn't until he was accepted in the way that he wanted to be accepted. Now, here's my other thing. You know, she's on there and she's talking about everybody is against her. Everybody has a problem. Everybody, have you now we're gonna go back because you know she was born in the 80s, you know, so we was born a little bit earlier than her or whatever. But your parents still have the same phrases. When you have more than 3 people that say the same thing about you, then sometimes it's time for you to do what? Look in the mirror and see who the problem is. Maybe it's not everybody around you. Maybe it's the fact that you are not willing to accept someone else's opinion on a subject that you feel that you are highly, you know, educated on. And I can understand you wanting to say, well, you know what? I am like she told Shannon Sharp, she was like, I am what she said, oh my God, I want to make sure I get her words right. Basically, she was saying she was a professional. She was what is it when a person is master. She said she was a master in her, you know, her education, and she knows this subject and she knows this, and he can't tell her nothing. He was like, she basically told you, she said, you are telling someone who is a master about something that you're not. But if he studied it too, or if he looked into it and he felt like he understood it, why is it that he cannot have a combative, you know, opinion about it? Why?
A difference of opinion, an argument about it.
Why can't
a debate? We can debate about it.
Yes, but then she shut down again. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was like, girl, perk up. But it wasn't until he said, you know what? This is your interview. And I'm going to let you, you know, go, you know, for what you want. You know, I'm going to let you say what you want to do. He's like, this is your interview, so I'm not going to do that. And I respected him for doing that. But again, you know, come on now. Are you on here to, let it be known that your opinion is the most important opinion and nobody else's is? Are you on here to let people know, like you said you were, that you are not the person everybody is portraying you to be? Like, what is your purpose? Because she said that she you know, she's on there because she wants to let people know that she is not that person. She's a very nice person. She's a very, you know, okay, well then why is it that every time he's asking you something, you're getting like, whoa, you know, you know, he said, you know, you gonna give me that? So, nah, I'm not about to do that because it sounds like, you know, I'm like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, and sorry, you guys, I'm losing my bun here. It sounds like you just don't like the fact that he is, you know, disagreeing or he has a difference of opinion about something that is going on. Like, I don't get it. What is it going to be? So and then she starts talking about it in business, and that's where it ties into, you know, she's a black woman, like she said she wanted to let it be known that she is a black woman. Her mama black, her daddy black. It was, you know, her auntie that married a white man. That's where she got her little white fix. And she said, but I am completely black, okay? And she was, you know, she even had to correct Shannon about talking about where her mom was from the West Indies or whatever. She corrected that, and that's fine. Okay, so you're a black woman. You're on here. You're in business. You're in business, and you know everything that you've done so far. You've been disconnected of something that you feel like you should not have been disconnected for.
Right.
So if 1, 2, 3 companies have said this is not it, then do you look at yourself at that time and say, as a businesswoman, And then like she puts emphasis on Black businesswoman. Do I look at how I'm presenting myself? Do I look at how I'm delivering myself?
Are you asking me? Is that what she asking herself?
No, I'm saying, yeah, I'm like,
Oh,
no, I'm saying,
ooh,
at what point do we,
I'm
say,
gonna go,
hey, do I look at myself now? Because so many people have said the same thing about me, but I don't think that's true, but everybody else sees it. But what is it
right,
that I'm missing?
right.
You know what I'm
And,
saying? What is
and the other thing is, though, not to cut you off, but she says she has a psychologist or a psychiatrist. So I'm like, you're talking to somebody too. So still, if you are getting help and you're still not getting help, it's still reflecting her, and there's still a disconnect. There's still something in not just the spectrum where I don't know. It just feels something that is still a hit and miss.
right?
It's just,
Okay, now
and it
now
doesn't make sense.
in business, when you're dealing with someone in business, you have a product or you have a idea or whatever it is that you're trying to put out there, and
Mm-hmm.
no one's accepting it. So you're upset that no one's accepting it. Is whose fault is that? She's blaming the people, but it might not be the people. It's probably you. She is her business. She is her product. I mean, she is her product. And
Mm-hmm.
you are putting yourself out there as the product. You want people to accept this product, buy into this product, and
Mm-hmm.
want to, be a part of this, the growth of this product.
True.
But you have people that are saying that the product isn't working. There's something that's not working with this product. Regardless to what the product is, do you, because it's yourself, do you say, well, you know what, let me work on myself. Let me figure out what it is about what I'm saying or doing. I'm not saying change who you are. I'm not saying the fact, because again, I like Amanda Sales. I'm just being very biased about the whole thing. But I'm not saying change who you are, maybe change your delivery. I'm
She
not
has
saying
to.
change who you are. I'm saying maybe change who your target market is. I'm not saying change who you. I'm saying maybe you should just change the small things that people are complaining about so they can get the bigger picture that you're trying to deliver. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Those
Mm-hmm.
little the little small nagging things can be something that's okay. Well, you don't want me to say it in this voice. Well, let me change my tone, and maybe you'll take it better if I say it in another tone. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case is, I'm not saying
Mm-hmm.
that's it, but I'm just saying change the small things so your big delivery, the product can be delivered. You can't deliver something to somebody who won't accept it,
I'm
and they're
okay.
telling you why.
I'm hoping she's listening because she's really, and I hate that she's gonna start using the word. I'm getting blackballed. You be like,
Oh God,
you know that's coming. You know it's coming.
yes, it's coming.
You know
It's
it's coming.
coming.
And
It's coming.
it's and I'm not saying that's not a excuse that because it does happen to people. That's not
Yes.
what I'm saying.
Oh yes, absolutely.
But if she starts saying that, it won't be because of any reason other than you. People have told you, just like everybody, they're just opinions, but just like you said, if majority is telling you something, you should really probably take heed to what those people are saying, even if you don't take it all to heart or just take something out of it, like something out of that, because you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot, and that's what she's doing, and we don't want that for her because
Right.
we need her in the community, we do, because
Yes,
she
absolutely.
got a wealth of knowledge.
Absolutely.
Like she just the
It's her
delivery
look.
is
So I don't know if you heard of Kanandra Jackson.
that
She's
name
on
sounds
YouTube
familiar.
as well. She has a show on YouTube. She's a therapist. And she has a show on YouTube, the Kanandra Jackson show, and she spoke a little bit about it because she stated that's like a lot of people were asking her about her opinions. And again, she said the same things that we're saying. She's like basically like she loves her Amanda. She is very intelligent, very smart, has a lot of knowledge,
Mhm.
but it's her delivery. It's her delivery. It's not so much of what she's saying. And she said, yeah, I'm loud, I'm this, I'm that, and I know I got to work on that. Okay, well, if you know you got to work on that, you know that this is your problem, then maybe that's where you should look at when people are rejecting or saying things, not so much as to what you're saying, but because what you're saying is being delivered in a certain way,
Mhm.
they don't want to accept it. That's just like if you brought me a sandwich. If you brought me a sandwich and just threw it to me on a little flimsy paper plate, it was all messed up and messy. You wouldn't want that. You wouldn't want that. And then every time I come back, I'm seeing this same sandwich, and you like, well, that's just the way I do it. Okay, well then I don't want that. The sandwich might be good, It might be tasty. That chicken might be good, but I don't want it because it don't look good. It's not being presented to me in a way that's appealing to me. You know what I'm saying? And people always say, well, you got to go with what you feel. You can't look. You got to look at your consumers. You have to look at
if you got a product,
right?
If you got a product, and we talking about business,
hello. You got to, and I have another friend of mine who feels like, sometimes nobody, people just ain't right because they're not taking my, they don't accept my looks, I put my stuff out there and because I like this. This is nice. You like it. I went to school for fashion design. You know that, right? I did 10 years in the industry. I've worked on behind the scenes on fashion shows. I was on a fashion show. I did fashion shows on 34th, honey, and I mean on 43rd, Lord, in New York City. So I hit that fashion industry. From learning textile to learning, I've studied the industry so I can know, and I studied how people operate, how designers operate. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that can't nobody tell me nothing, but I dove into that industry. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
And the one thing I can tell you is that, honey, babe, if nobody is liking your clothes, you're not making no sale. Just because you like them don't mean the consumers do. How about you do a consumer research, find out what the people are looking for, what's hot, what's not. Take that and twist it into your own design. I'm not saying take somebody else's designs. You don't want to do that, which is being done every day, all day. But you don't want to do that. Yeah, that's just the world. It's that's nice. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna use it. And
I'm gonna revamp it and do something else. Yeah.
Right.
No idea.
How about you do some research on what the product you're delivering, regardless to what, even if it's yourself. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's yourself, I'm the product and this is what I'm delivering. How can I deliver it to these people in a way that they will receive it the way I'm trying to deliver it? You get what I'm saying? And I think that's probably the only part that she's missing. And she did say that she dumbed down when she was with Floetry when it came to her making Marsha feel like she wasn't trying to step on her toes. She said, I had to dumb down and let Marsha know. And now this is a quote I won't quote the other part because I don't remember, but this is a quote. She said, I'm not trying to take your place. I just want you to like me. That's what she said. Okay. I'm not trying to take your place. I just want you to like me. Okay. Then what are you doing that's making her not like you?
Because it got to be something.
It got to be something.
It ain't just coming out the clear blue. She want to ask you to come on to join her. Well, so it had to be something.
Marsha didn't ask.
So how did that happen?
It was through the managers.
Okay.
It was through the managers. Amanda was doing some music, and she has a nice voice, and they were like, "Oh, I think she will be a good fit because she's a poet as well." You know what I'm saying? And so they're thinking that she can come in on the young lady's Natalie's part and fill in. But yeah, so it was something they were brought. They didn't meet and say, "Oh, girl, let's do this." It was brought to her, and maybe Marsha didn't want to accept it because I know that Marsha did say at one point in time she was very, sad about the separation between her and Floetry when her and Natalie. When she did her show, she was saying she was sad about the separation because they started this like together, when they were young, rocking, in school and stuff, and they came up with it, and she was just sad about it, but I mean. It is what it is. She was on there and she just was like, as soon as I stepped in, she didn't like me. She didn't know you. She didn't know you. That was the second time just like she said, as soon as I got into school, everybody was hating me. They don't know you. And that's what Shannon Sharp was trying to get her to see. Like, they don't know who you are. So why do you think that they're hating you? In business, I don't know. In my opinion, a lot of times with Black women, in business, we feel like we're always under attack because of everything that we've been through. Rightfully so, we have a right to feel that way. Right. I'm a Black woman. It's hard for me out here, and it still is. It's going to, be that way for a while. I don't see no uplift, anywhere. But my thing is going to be like, okay, well, if it's hard for us out here, we want to make a change. Do we make a change by pissing people off? Or do we make a change by making that change and making people accept our change? This is how this is going to work. This is how this is going to work. This is how I want to do this. And I want I'm going to present it to you in a way that, come on now, you can't say no because this person's doing it the same way, same thing, different product, different person. That's how I know it's racism. But don't step in the door right away and say, oh, yeah, these people don't like me. Just because this person say, you know what, I'm not sure about that. Oh, yeah, they don't like me. They don't like me. It's racism.
Right.
You know, whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, you know, and as a Black woman in business, you know, I'm not only going to target Black people. Oh, I only want to sell to Black people. I'm not going to do myself that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I only want to, you know, I'm going to go there. I want to sell to everybody. Now, you know, I'm going to support these Black women, these Black men out here that's trying to get this stuff going because we need to support each other more.
Right.
But sometimes when you start doing that, it becomes a competition. It becomes a competition. So instead of us working together to build something, now it's you. Oh no, girl, I can't show you that. Or no, I can't tell you about that. Oh no, no, because you're gonna take my. What do you mean? I'm not here to take nothing from you. I'm here to grow with you. Let's do this together.
I thought we was building. I thought we were.
Right. I'm gonna support you. You support me. I'm gonna advocate for you. You advocate for me. Let's do this. So I don't know. I think this subject was like real. I was researching it and looking through things, and I'm just like, oh my God, this is just it's amazing how people feel like anytime someone doesn't accept you for what you're doing and who you are, then you're targeted for something other than what it actually is. Especially when you talk about Black people on Black people. A Black person can't be racist to you. They can. Maybe they don't like Black people. I don't know. But then when you got the same person, when you got two different nationalities tell you the same thing about yourself, then when does it not become a race thing and it becomes a me thing? I don't know. What do you think?
I think you just hit it on the nail. I mean, the nail on the head. You definitely got to pay attention. It's like you said, it's coming from more than one direction. Every time she put her foot somewhere, and I'm just using her because this is what we were talking about, but that goes for anybody. If you getting doing the same thing, getting the same result, don't they say that's insanity? You have to change it up. So yeah, and if it's coming back to you, like, look, we like it, the product is cool, and they're not, and they're just trying to be nice without telling you like we don't like your approach, we don't like the way you speak. It's a little too rough around the edges, you know. Then that still goes back to her using the word like, or anybody say, oh yeah, they're racist, they didn't like us, you know, they don't like the way I speak or whatever the case may be. So yeah, you just gotta, I think it can go for anybody though. Like if things are not working out for you in business, whatever business it is, and you are doing the same thing and getting the same result, change it up a little bit, tweak it.
Just tweak it. Just tweak it a little bit. I mean, if anybody has any opinions, you know, let us know. I just, I know I'm talking a lot on this, this particular show, but I just feel like because, as a Black woman in business who feels like it is hard to really get out there, really like, plant your feet, and have a product that somebody's, people are going to accept and like, you got to hear your customers. You got to hear the people, your market. Hear them, hear what they're looking for, hear what they want, and then put it out there. That's just like in fashion. I don't think that anybody knows that, when a person sits down and gets ready to do their fashions, they do go through a process where they go through, trend setting. You know what I'm saying? And from the trendsetters, they start to design their own looks. They don't just sit there and say, oh, you know what I want to do, some of them might come, from
some of it comes from scratch. Some of it comes from scratch, but some of it sparks. It gives a spark. They're like, oh, maybe if I cut the one leg off, or maybe if I make that one leg late, or put a trim on it, whatever. So yeah, I agree. It's not like you stealing it. It's like I'm revamping it. I'm making it my own thing. And yeah, you in business, you definitely got to listen to the consumer. Who are you targeting?
Listen,
like what we doing? It doesn't even make sense.
I mean, there's people that come to me all the time, be like, you know what? I like that, but can you do this and can you do that? I might not like the changes that they make. I might not like. I'll be like, that's fine. I sure will, and I'll do it. and I'll do what they ask me to do as long as I keep my,
your integrity of what you
my
started
integrity
with.
of what I'm doing. I'm not about to make it look crazy. If it's still gonna look now, if it's gonna be something that's gonna be crazy, like, you know what, I'm not real, that's not how that's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? But if it's hold on to my integrity, I'll do it. I'll make the change. You want that blue instead of purple, and you're gonna have yellow and orange in there too. Fine with me. But you have to listen to your consumer. You have to listen to your consumer. You have to make sure that the people who are purchasing from you, and the people that are in there to support you, are the people are the people that you are pleasing. If I just please myself, if I only do what I want for myself, then hell, ain't nobody
You gonna be the only consumer?
Yeah, you might not like what I'm. You might not like my how I wear my vest, or how I wear my shoe. Whatever the case is, or anything. So,
but you know what, Miko?
Yeah.
Not to cut you off, because I don't want to forget my point.
Yeah, go ahead.
It goes back to what we started off saying, that she doesn't take, like, we didn't use these words, but thinking about it, it's like constructive criticism. She doesn't took that, and then people, that sometimes that is hard to take. Everybody can't just be like, you can tell you like, oh, I wouldn't have did this, depending on how you say it again, when it comes to constructive criticism. But as she already have in her mind set that what I'm doing is right, this the best way for me, and if y'all don't like it, to hell with y'all, then you already defeated it. You already shut your brain down. Right. You already, the product is done. There's no retweaking. There's no revamping. I don't care what everybody else say. Well, you're gonna have the box of t-shirts. When they have the championship, they have the box for both teams. You're gonna have the one that didn't really happen. The losing team, that'll be your box.
Right. So how do we get, so that's, I guess that goes, and that segues into saying, how do we get rid of Black women being misunderstood in business? Because it drives me crazy when I'm talking to somebody. I'm like, oh girl, or how about we go and go over here to this place, or call this person, like, oh no, I don't deal with Black women, honey. Black women say, oh no, I don't deal. Why wouldn't you want to support this other sister? She might be she's an ass, or she did. Okay, fine. But how about you talk to her as a consumer and let her know, hey girl, girl, I like this product, but have you ever thought about, I would like to see that maybe she'll take that in. Who knows? But you're targeting this Black woman as being a hard person to deal with, because she doesn't take what you're saying and just change her whole, a business look. You know what I'm saying? Her whole product. Like, basically, you're not here for me to. You can't change my product. The product I put together is the product I want to deliver. Now, maybe as a consumer, you can help me to, make it better. Right. Because I'm listening to you and I hear what my consumers want. I hear what you guys want. Okay, so you don't like it this way, so let me try it this way. Okay, I hear you. Let me fix it. Let me revamp it. And then as soon as you do it, things are happening. And now the things are happening, that other person don't want to come see you still, because now you booming. It's almost like, okay, y'all run around Black Power, the Black Lives Matter, and all this stuff. But then when it's time for me to sell you something or invite you somewhere or do something for you, it's cricket. But if I
would got a fingernail file, because I start filing my nails like
I'm trying to tell you, it's like, how do you help Black people, Black women, especially in business, grow if you don't want to support us? You know what I'm saying? I don't know the whole situation, going back to Amanda, with her and Issa Rae. I don't know it, so I will not speak on it in that way. I just know that she felt she was treated really badly, and that she felt like, as another Black woman, she was not supported by this Black woman who has this network that that she's putting together. She felt unsupported. Now, again, I'm not going to go into it because I don't know it, but I just say like this: if I'm working with you, baby, you got to shine as bright as me, because we got to make each other look good. The name on it doesn't sell the people. It's what's happening inside, in my opinion, that sells you. Just because the name, I can look at a title of a show and be like, ooh, what's that about? But then when I look at it, I'm like, ooh, this is really good. You know what I'm saying? It's not the name. That's the name. All the name is going to do is make you interested. Like, I'm curious as to what this is going to be about. You don't know what to expect. But if
Exactly.
you turn away from it before you even give it a chance, then you could be missing out on something really good. And I think that's what a lot of us as Black women go through in this business that have businesses that are trying to do something and make things happen. People, they'll see, for example, I don't know who, and I appreciate and love everyone who does support Sunday Brunch with Black Tea, but people will probably look at Sunday Brunch with Black Tea and be like, what is that? Give us a chance. Maybe you might like what we have to say or offer. You might not like it. I'm not saying you have to, but at least give us a chance. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you a chance. Anybody I know that is in business, Black, men or women, Black or whatever, but all my Black sisters that are in business, I'm going to refer you to my blue in the face. How about that?
Yeah,
I'm going to talk you up until I'm blue in the face. If you do certain things, I don't like one thing you did, but I love the other things you did, I'm going to tell the people about the things I love. I will never bring up the things I did not like that you did, because that's not relevant. It's not important in this situation. This case, all I'm doing is here to refer you, support you, and let you know you got good products. You know what I'm saying? Or you got a good, platform, or whatever the case is. I will continue to support Amanda because, again, she's very highly intelligent and I love her. And I won't talk about the things to people when I say, hey, maybe check out Amanda that I didn't like. But, come on, it will reflect on me in some way as a person that supports you. I'm continually supporting you. And then everybody that's going to you come back like, girl, child, I don't know about that. I don't know, I don't know about that. Well, then what the heck? What am I doing? You know what I'm saying? What am I doing? So, I mean, I don't know. It's we have to look at ourselves. And I'm sorry, CC, I know I'm talking a lot, girl, today. And forgive me, ladies, on my here
passionate
that
today.
are listening to me babble. But
yeah, no, it's your passion today.
Yeah, I think I'm very passionate to it because, I've been, I've always, I had my 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying, held my job or whatever, but I've always had some type of creative thing going on. And it's always pretty much been the same. The only thing I did let go of was the fashion design, because me and my sewing machine fell out. We had a disagreement. But we ain't made up yet. We tried to make up when I made these pillows. So I'm gonna show you the pillows I made too. We
don't
tried to make up
forget,
when I made
because
the pillows.
you always forgetting.
Girl, I know. You know why I'm talking. Let
Yeah.
me go ahead and pop them up on the screen. Y'all see them pillows right there, girl.
Yes.
Hand sewn, handmade, all the everything.
I love that for the pastor and the first lady. Those are
yes.
nice.
And I please forgive the J. The J came off the Jeremiah, so please forgive. But I fixed it for the pastor. But so we kind of had a conversation. We made up a little bit so I could make them pillows, because I wanted to make them handmade. I didn't want to go buy the pillows and iron it on. Put the stuff on it. I wanted to actually sew the pillows myself, so I could say I did the work. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. That's just me. Now you bring me some pillows, you want me to design them, I'll decorate them if you bring them to me. But if you want me to make them hands from scratch, I'm gonna make you some. I'm sewing these pillows, honey. Me and my sewing machine. But anyway, I say that to say
the one you have an issue with, but that's okay. Y'all had a little falling out, but y'all might be back together.
We might be back together, yes. But what I'm saying is that I don't think that everybody's going to like everything that I put out there. And I gave up fashion, not because of that, but I'm a creative person. So because I'm a creative person, my mind is always turning. So when someone throws an idea at me, hey, have you ever thought about this? Or hey, y'all, I like this. Do you think you can do this? Baby, I'm about to try and make it happen. Because you, as my consumer, asked me, and I am promoting the fact that I will do custom anything. So if I'm promoting that, I'm about to try. I will not be defeated. And if I become defeated, I will take defeat and wave my white flag. But for the most part about it, I'm going to be confident enough in myself that I can take this task on and make it happen. I think I made a cup for you one time, CC, and I had never did it before. And you was like, I said, I'm about to make it happen. And it made it happen. And I've improved since then with the same type of look. But the fact of the matter is that I figured out how to make something happen. And now it's just time for me to improve on what's already happened, coming from a consumer. Consumer. You know what I'm saying?
The same thing with me. Right now I don't know if you guys heard of the bald braiding. So it's the braided bald head.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, right. So I did that on one of my clients on Friday. She has some thick hair, so it was kind of crazy. But I already I felt like when I saw it, I was like, man, do you know how many times I did a braid up on somebody for a weave and was like, you know, you can rock them braids right now. They so neat and bomb and sweet and pretty, not designed or anything. So then, you know, the braid ball, it is designed. You can do your own design, do whatever you want. So I get to my client's house. Now she got thick hair, but she's my client, and I'm gonna do whatever, you know, I'm gonna go do whatever she needs me to do. She's like, yeah, so I want you to do your thing, you know, do whatever you want, but I want a flower on one side and I want a butterfly on the other side. I said,
Ooh.
okay.
Right.
I went right to YouTube, and just because I forgot, I was like, oh yeah, I remember when they was doing the butterfly. I wasn't doing it. Just like when they started doing the hearts, whatever it was. But I right then just went and did. She got a butterfly. She wanted a purple butterfly. We would yellow flower, would put a green stem in the back, and everything else was just all tied up. But that's what she wanted. But I said it to say, instead of saying no, I can't do it, or you know, I listen to my consumer who's been with me since she was a kid, now grown up in her 30s. Yeah, you just have to not feel defeated, do what you got to do, and
Right.
improve every time you do it. Like it's just like that's what it is, and your people gonna trust you.
Right.
They're gonna trust you to
Let
do
me
it.
ask you guys this. Let me ask you guys this. You know, UCC and all of our wonderful people that are listening to us today. You know, do you think that people are trying to tell you how to run your business, do your business, or whatever because they're giving you feedback? I mean, what do you think? I know some people do. I run across that and I'm like, whoa, I'm not trying to. Okay, never mind. Do you think that? I don't know. Is it just, you know, I know I'm a person that will receive it. If you tell me something, I'm going to receive it.
It's going to depend on the person, because if the person feels like you are out or smarter than them and they're feeling less than, and you're making them feel smaller than without even noticing it. See, some people can notice it and read the room and say, oh, I feel like I'm talking too much and I better calm down because I feel like this person is looking at me like I ain't asked you all that.
Right.
And then there's some people, that will just, you know, be like, girl, thank you for sharing that. I needed that information. I never thought of it like that. So it just kind of depends on the person. You are that type of person. I'm that type of person too. I want all the knowledge, and I don't care where it comes from. It can come from a young person. It can come from an older person. I had such a great conversation yesterday. On the sidebar, real quick. I just had a nice conversation with two men yesterday. One was my age, and one was 27. And when I tell you that 27-year-old gave us a run for the money,
yes,
but he was talking to me because he was like, "This is a black man thing." And he was like, "Cause your struggle, you good, because I know y'all." He had put me somewhere on a pedestal that I didn't even know I was supposed to be on. Right. But he's and this young man was very mad about how the men before him, that would be like my dad, then my generation, like my generation, because my dad era is like the crack era. So I was like, you know, talking about that, I was just like, no excuses, none whatsoever.
Right. You know it's crazy that you even say that, you know, CC, because a lot of people, unfortunately, in our generation, do not think that the younger generation can give us business advice. I mean, like, look at here. Let me tell y'all something. Everything that we have taught them, they took it and added the new stuff to it, baby. We still on the old shit. You know what I'm saying? We need to learn
like that new math. Like when they introduced that new math, and we was like, what the heck is
baby,
this
new math?
It's
right.
that same thing.
What's the new?
Still get the same numbers. Still get the same numbers. It's just faster and quicker, more efficient. It's more efficient. Same thing. These young people, and that's why they look at us like, y'all take the long way around. Y'all take the long way around. I'm like, first of all, let me tell you, young person, we didn't have everything right here in my laptop.
There you go.
And a smart TV and a smartphone. So we was at the library. We was at the library.
Doing
we had encyclopedias at Granny's house and at my house. Like, don't play with me. I say, so it's easier for you to say that, but understand what we opened up for you guys. Don't take the negative only. You gotta also take that positive that we did too. So, like I said, the conversation.
Like I tell them, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm taking in everything y'all telling me. I'm taking
really
it all in. But don't get me wrong. y'all still know that we got the upper hand a lot of times with this shit, because we already are masters, as Amanda would say, in old school business and how the shit work. And now you guys bringing the new in. See, and that goes back to tell you, like when for example, I know this is a real, kind of like, cliche example, but we in the restaurant and the whole system goes down. These babies don't know how to use the swipe.
No.
They don't know how to use the manual registers.
No.
They were like lost. They were lost.
Yes.
That's why it's important for you to, we got to listen to each other. We got to listen to each other, constantly, read up, constantly get information, constantly, educate yourself and open yourself up to, different ideas, different perspectives, different people's opinions and feedback. Your feedback is going to make or break you. That gets you your likes, that gets you your followers, that gets you all of that because of the feedback. If nobody did the feedback or do all that stuff,
you'd be irrelevant.
You wouldn't be
irrelevant.
Exactly. Yeah. So the people that you're trying to get to rock with you got to listen to them. You have to listen to them. And us Black women in business, we have to start supporting each other more. We talk about this so much. We're going to talk about it till we blue in the face. And as chocolate as I am, and if I turn blue, there is something going on.
I can turn blue a little faster probably because I'm way lighter than you, but I don't want to turn blue. So please, let's not talk till we blue on our face, please.
Right.
I don't want to. I want us to get it. Let's get it.
Let's stop thinking that we're trying to step on people's toes. There's a lot of people who don't like the things that I do, and I'm like, that's okay. And there's a lot of people who do. I'm not going to dislike you or not continue to support you because you don't like my product. It's just you just don't like my product, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I know how far to go with it. I know when I'm being taken advantage of. I know when I'm being walked over. Then I know when to pull back, step back, and sit in the corner. I'm not going to badmouth you. I'm not going to bash you. I'm not going to draw attention away from you. But I will just remove myself and step back in the corner. Not because you won't change your product for me, but because I need you to be, that person as well as you expecting for me to be that person. Right. You can't expect something from me that you don't give. And if I feel like you're not giving it, I will let you know. And if you correct me and say, oh, no. I apologize. I am doing it. I just do it in this way. Okay. That's fine. I'll accept that. I will accept that because I don't expect for nobody to be me. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I think, me having the skill to analyze a lot of things, is good because a lot of times I'm really good with reading how a person, maybe that person is like this, but maybe that person's not because of, you know what I'm saying? They're just different people. And so that's why I tell people all the time, when you're in business, you work with, you don't, as a manager, as a business owner or whatever, you don't manage, you don't work with, you don't do a lot of business with people, you do it with their personality because the personality is going to hit you before anything else.
Right.
That first impression is going to be the impression that lasts. I used to tell my when I was doing the drill team, I used to tell my kids all the time, the first impression is going to be I don't care what you do in the middle of everything. After you first meet that person, it's going to be hard for that person to change their perception of who you are because of that first time in the meeting. If I walk up to you, I'm like, hey, how you doing? They're going to be like, oh, she's very, Then when they see me the next time and I'm not that way, they're like, oh, something's not right because that's not how she is. I remember her being, is that first impression. They kept it in there. Like, come on now. You ain't right now. Something ain't going on. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? But if you come to me and you like, I'm just the best. And I got it all. And can't nobody be better than me. And don't nobody have more than me. And they're gonna be like, okay, yeah, well, no, I don't want to work with you because you're not gonna give me the opportunity to put my presence in the room. Where's my presence gonna go? Right. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be in this room together.
On the other side of your ego.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be in this room together. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, I have, CC, I have not met, personally, any of the other young ladies that you do your panels with. But when you talk to me about them, I feel like they are my friends too. You know what I'm saying? I want to support them too. And it's because I know that, if we don't, and it's not just because of this, but one of the main reasons is if we don't do that without sight, then how am I going to do that on site? That's going to make it even worse.
Come on now.
If I can't sit here and support you without actually physically knowing you, your business, just because a friend of mine has brought it to me. My friend brought me this business. She told me about this person. She brought this person to me. And if she's my friend, I appreciate and I respect and I, confident that she's gonna bring good people around. So why not? Why not? Baby, I talk about them all the time. I ain't never met none of them. But I'll be like, yeah, so
That was at the birthday party. That was at my birthday party. That was at my birthday party.
Okay, yeah,
That was but y'all didn't we didn't get to interact. You just like Miko did the part. This is my party. Okay, that's just it. That's it. But other than that, y'all didn't get it. We didn't get to conversate. But that's
right. And
it's
but
coming.
That's okay. That's okay. And that's okay.
But the point is that the fact that because you know me and you know that you value my opinion and I'm not gonna bring no bull. So you like, okay, if that's who she rock with, let me go get him a chance and let me rock with him too. And that's what it is. Same thing with them. Barb Barb came and said hello. Nola came and said hello. House of Princess they came and said hello. Those are my other panels. But we have to, because it won't work without it.
It won't work without
it. Won't work without it.
Other. So I appreciate so hey Millie. Beautiful. So I appreciate the support that we do get, and I just want everybody to know that Sunday Brunch with Black Tea, which is a show off of Sunday, off of Black Tea, which is the business that run and operate and everything. I miss you too, girl. Run and operate. We have to support each other. So anytime you bring anything, you say, hey, can you guys talk about one of our products on the show? Can you talk about it? I'm gonna put it on there and I'm gonna talk about it like as if I wore it, even if I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because
you will never know the difference, because that's how we rock.
Right. It's just because I'm here to support you. I'm here to help uplift you. I'm here to stand in your corner. If you need me to come, talk about anything or whatever, we there for it. Because I appreciate you as a Black woman in business. I appreciate your struggle. I appreciate what you do. And I appreciate you guys for rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? Period. Point blank, bottom line. It is what it is nowadays. And when I say rocking with us, I'm talking about us out here, us Black women out here in this world. It's Sunday Brunch, but us, everybody. And and until then, we're going to continue to be misunderstood. We're going to continue to be misunderstood in business. You know what I'm saying? Because people are not giving us the opportunity in our own communities to really thrive and support each other and be successful. And that's where we have to start. It's so important. My God, it's so important. But
we're gonna lead by example, y'all. Just trust and believe.
We're gonna lead by example. You know what I'm saying? We are definitely gonna lead by example. Now, we did mention the show before, guys, that we are having our first live. I am going to say it, and Cece about to pop me in the head because I didn't say this to her before I'm coming on here to say it, but we're going to have to push it back because locations are really scarce for us, unfortunately. So we're going to have to push it back. So June 1st, the event that we're going to do for June 1st, we got everything lined up.
Which is good.
We got some entertainment for y'all tails, honey. When it's time, when it comes, y'all gonna enjoy it. Live entertainment is going to be so good. We have all that, but these locations out here, honey, in Los Angeles, California, baby,
y'all already know what it is.
Your butt, honey. I'm trying to tell you.
But that's okay because now that's okay. That means more people. Some of my people that couldn't make it on June 1st might be able to make it. So that might work out.
Okay, well, we about to do
strange things.
So we about to put it out there, but just know that it's coming. It's going to be coming soon, and on our no, I'm not even on the next show. I think we're going to put it out there before then. So I'll just post something. It'll come to you on YouTube as a information about Sunday Brunch, about our show, and then also I'm going to go ahead and post on Instagram. Honey, we got to get an Instagram person, honey, because child.
Would you give me the dang old thing?
Girl,
we'll talk about
you
afterwards. Even this morning, even today, when I put our thing up to that, I said, she better give me the administrator. Girl, we'll work it out on a sidebar. There's a couple of things that I need. Two things that I want to say before we end the live. Happy Cinco de Mayo, you guys. It's Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. Okay, so I just want to say happy Cinco de Mayo. We are gonna, me and my husband and the kids gonna have a little Mexican fiesta downstairs. That's why I was kind of late. We made it to the grocery store a little later. So that was that. But then I also want to say happy birthday to my nephew Khalil, who's also born on Chris Brown's birthday. And when I tell you that boy can dance and sing like Chris Brown, yes, and he's 14 today. So happy birthday, Khalil. He's in Vegas. He's in Vegas, like my Raiders. So happy birthday, Khalil, nephew. And then my son wanted to give a shout out to Jada and Michael Lee. Yesterday they went to prom and it was beautiful. They had a really good time. And I'll be posting pictures on my IG, y'all. So go check that out a little later.
Okay. Well, you guys, you know what? I enjoyed the show. Hope you guys enjoyed the show we brought to you guys today too. Like, we really appreciate you guys rocking with us and joining us at the table every first and third Sunday of the month. If you have any comments, questions, complaints, concerns, whatever it is, go ahead and drop it on down in there. So the next time we get up on live, we can go ahead and talk about it and bring it up, or we can just respond to you, right away. But we appreciate your feedback. We appreciate you joining us at the table. I hope you guys enjoyed the what you call that?
Don't forget the like button.
Oh yeah, no, I'm yeah.
I know, no, what?
What was it? Oh, the deviled eggs. The deviled eggs. I see.
Yes, description in the book.
You rather have it the plain way, and that's fine. The regular way, that's fine.
That was Nola.
No,
that was Nola said. Nola.
I'm telling Nola, girl, don't you rule it out. I'm trying to tell them next time you come to Cali.
I'm gonna say
I'm gonna make you some and bring them just so you.
That's how you do it. And don't even tell her.
I ain't gonna tell you.
Do her how I'm gonna do you when I do the tuna ones. Do her how I'm gonna do you when I do the tuna ones.
Right. We're just gonna do it. But thank you guys so much. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Please share the show with everybody. We want everybody to jump on this show. Soon we're gonna be bringing on some wonderful guests that's gonna be joining us on the show to talk about different topics and stuff. Again, our original show started off with talking about business. Especially
go back and check those shows out, y'all.
But we will be talking about some hot topics too, like we did today with Amanda Sales. So we will continue that, but we're going to start bringing more business topics in there and business. Oh my goodness, I can't even think now, Lord. My brain is gone. But how you
go back. Because we have some really good interviews with Black business owners and the businesses that they had created and the interviews that we had in our first season, because that's what we were about, Black business and small business, but we were targeting Black business owners. Right. So we definitely, even if you're not Black and you are subscribed to this channel, please don't. We're not going to scare you off. We're just saying we're over here on some Black stuff, but we do love y'all too. And
everybody,
Hispanic, the Cox, all y'all, the ends, everybody. Anybody that got a small business, we are welcoming you to our platform. If you want to be featured on one of our want us to interview, want to do our product, put your product on our show, we can do that too. You can just inbox Miko or myself. We both have Instagrams. Do our Instagram for Black Tea event underscore
the word @AT_Black Tea.
Boom, that's what it is. Okay. And then California Cutie with 2 E's is also on. You can inbox me if you guys want to promote any Black business, any business. We will definitely hook you guys up.
Absolutely, and we appreciate it. And again, the show will be pushed back from June 1st. But if anybody would like to have a feature on the show, since it will be live, it will be in front of live people, and they can see your products, they can talk to you, or whatever the case is. If you're in the California area, come on down, we'll talk about it on the show, we'll feature it and all of good stuff. But it's going to be awesome. I do apologize for the fact that we have to push it back. I was very excited about June 1st, but getting this location together here in California, Los Angeles, it's been a little bit trying, but we're going to make it happen very soon, because I'm a very determined person, and when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. It's going to happen. So trust and believe it's going to happen. It's going to happen real soon. I'm looking at possibly the beginning of July. I just want to kind of push it back, maybe just for the month. But we're going to see what's going on. But we'll let you guys know that's going to be coming to you guys soon. But again, thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this show. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the show. Share the show and the channel with everybody. We love you all, and we cannot wait to see you the next time.
See y'all in 2 weeks. to me. Sorry, y'all.